Hello YouTube, welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 battle report, and today it is 2,500 points of Eldar versus Ultramarines. It's the last outing for the current codex until the new one arrives, so hopefully we can go out with a bang, so to speak. So this is the board that we've got today. We've set it up kind of like forests going into ruins, and then obviously going towards more of an industrial side. So there's been an Imperial presence here at some point, and they've obviously seen the Imperial Guard have obviously run away, and the Adeptus Astartes over there ready to come and rain down some pain. So it's 2,500 points. It's bigger than our normal games, but we decided to have a much larger outing today. So this was my deployment, where the blue dice was the orange dice were ridiculous last time, so I'm a little bit suspicious, so whether we'll change the colour of the dice and see what happens. We've got Graham's deployment over there. We're playing tactical objectives, and we're playing cleanse and control. So it's where you start off with 3 tactical objectives, and the objectives we have, we've already placed them outside of deployment. So we've got number 5 near the woodland area, like a swampy woodland. We've got number 4 just on the outskirts of this world's ruin and near the bunker. We've got number 3 just down here, near the edge of this ruin. And then we've got number 6, just off the outskirts of Graham's deployment, near the old, starting to move in towards the Imperial industrial section. We've got number 2 just in the hot gates. And then we've got number 1 just underneath this bridge over here. So that's the table. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back after the I'm going to introduce the armies, and including the powers, set of powers and stuff like that as well. So we'll start off with the Ultramarines. So we'll be back in a moment. Right, this is Graham's 2,500 point Ultramarine force today. So we'll start off with the HQ choices. So over here we have a Librarian, armed with the Force Axe and a Combi Melter. Mastery level 3. He's got telekinesis powers, so he's got levitation, psychic, maelstrom, a sail, and obviously force for a force weapon. And that's his Psyker for the army. And he's got Marius Calgar with his Honour Guard. Troops wise, obviously a lot of troops in this force, so there's a 10-man tactical squad there. The sergeant is armed with a plasma pistol, which fell off in transit, and a melter gun at the back, and missile launcher. Over this side, exactly the same configuration, and this one as well. The only difference being is that the sergeant in this one doesn't have a plasma pistol; it's got a bolt pistol, and over there is the grav gun. We've got a squad of scouts on camo cloaks and sniper rifles, and then we have a regular Terminator squad with the assault cannon in there, and sergeant with power sword. Moving on, we have the a mixture between Thunderhammers, 2 Thunderhammers and 3 Lightning Claw Terminators. Sorry, opposite way around here. 3 Thunderhammers and 2 Lightning Claws. And we have a Tech Marine with a Thunderfire Cannon, the Ironclad Dreadnought, Land Speeder with Multi-Melter and Assault Cannon, Rhino, no upgrades, another Rhino, no upgrades. We have a Predator Destructor and a Predator Annihilator with las cannons, as you can see. The Land Raider Crusader, as you can see, armed with the multi-melter, twin-linked assault cannons, the Hurricane Bolters. And for the flyer support, we have the 2 Storm Talons, one armed with heavy bolters and one armed with las cannons. So that's the force that we'll be facing today. And as I said earlier, Marius Calgar is the Warlord. And the Warlord trait that Graham got was the Storm of Fire. So you can once per game he can re-roll fail to hits. Okay, so we'll come back with the opposing Eldar force of 2,500 that'll be taking them on. Okay, this is my Eldar 2,500 points Eldar Craftworld Ultramar. The last outing with the current codex, as I stated at the beginning. So move forward into HQ choices. So we have the avatar of Kane, just normal avatar. He's got no upgrades on him. into troops, we have a 10-man Guardian squad with a Warlock. The Bright Lance fell off and I've lost it, but he's got a Bright Lance. The Warlock has the Conceal and Protect and Jinx, so the one with the white sword has that ability. The next Guardian squad is exact same configuration. This Warlock has the black sword one. He has Conceal and Embolden and Horrify. We have a squad of Wind Rider jet bikes. These are the old ones, but no doubt you'll see the new ones soon. And this guy has a Shuriken cannon. And then we have another squad of Wind Rider jet bikes. No upgrades on them, but this is my Warlord the Farseer on the jet bike with Singing Spear. And he's chose all his powers from telepathy, so he gets Psychic Shriek as his Primaris, Invisibility, Shrouding and Hallucination. And moving into fast attack, we have 5 Warp Spiders. Warp Spider armed with Twin Death Spinners and Fast Shot. Then we have 3 Viper jet bikes armed with dual Shuriken cannons and hollow fields. And then we have over this way, we've got 8 Striking Scorpions. Scorpion Exarch with a Scorpion's Claw and the Crushing Blow, and they'll be in the Wave Serpent, which will be outflanking. Wave Serpent's equipped with Twin Link Scatter Lasers, Hollow Fields, Underslung Shuriken Cannon. They'll be outflanking, and we've got the other Wave Serpent, which is configured exactly the same as this one over here, and this is the Fire Dragons. And the Fire Dragons have an Exarch, Fire Pike, and Fast Shot. Heavy support, we've got 3 Warwalkers armed with Scatter Lasers and Star Cannons, no upgrades on them. We've got the Wraith Lord, he's back for this outing. It's been a while since he's been on the channel. He's got a Ghost Glaive, Flamers, Bright Lance and Scatter Laser. And we have the Wraith Knight, which in this edition obviously it will be just heavy support until he gets upgraded in the new one to a Lord of War. And he is equipped with the Sun Cannon, Scatter Shield, and the underslung under his arm is the Scatter Laser. And finally, in our Flyer Defense, is the Crimson Hunter Exarch, equipped with Bright Lances and Pulse Laser. So they're the 2 forces. So what we're going to do is we're just going to roll off for deployment. So Graham, would you like to roll for deployment? See who goes first. 4. Okay, so that was a 4. And a 1. Okay, so would you like me to deploy first, or do you want you to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, so we'll come back once the Ultramarines have deployed, and we'll see if the Eldar can steal the initiative as well, so we'll be back in a moment. Right, we're back after deployment of the 2 armies. This is how Graham's deployed. He's just got his, the Ironclad over here, giving a bit of support and fight to this tactical squad over here. Got Rhino with another tactical squad in. We've got the Librarian at the back with the Honour Guard. We've got Marnius Calgar and his Terminator squad, the Assault Terminators in the Land Raider. Excellent positioning from the Marine Thunder Cannon. He's going to be a pain in the arse to deal with, but he's there. We've got the two Predators just with a commanding view. We've got another Rhino over there. And in reserve over here is, as I said earlier, we've got the tactical squads. Just come round and give you a show. But the 2 tactical squads in the Rhinos. Obviously the infiltrators haven't deployed yet. They're in the Land Raider. These guys are deep striking, so that's the Land Raider and the Land Speeder and the normal Terminators, and obviously the Flyers coming on from reserve. So in my reserves, I'll show you them while they're here. The Crimson Hunter Exarch will be coming on, deep striking the Warp Spiders. These jet bikes are coming on from reserve, outflanking Wave Serpent with the Scorpions in, and coming on from reserve is the other Wave Serpent with the Fire Dragons in. And this is the way that the Eldar have positioned themselves. So we have the Warlord with his jet bike bodyguard, just with a commanding view, just coming through the woods. We've got the 2 Guardians with a long view across the table, accompanied with the Avatar to give them a fearless bubble. We've got the Wraith Knight just marching ahead, just a bit of a commanding presence on there. And then over here we've got his baby brother, the Wraith Lord, accompanied with the Warwalkers, just hiding behind cover at the moment. If we can steal the initiative, then obviously we'll be happy, but should be okay there. Then over there, just with the flanking position, just to give the Ultramarines something else to shoot at, something to concentrate on, is the Viper jet bikes. And that's the way that the deployment has gone. So we're just going to roll to see, first of all, if night fighting's on. So on a roll of a 4+. Okay, on a 3, it is daytime. Okay, and the Eldar are going to try and steal the initiative on a roll of a 6. On a roll of a 1, they don't. So we'll come back after Ultramarines turn 1. Okay, we're back after Ultramarines turn 1. Not too bad, just shuffling everybody forward. Graham's cards that he got was Supremacy, so to secure at least two or more objectives than what I am. Also got Destroy a Monstrous Creature, and the other one was Secure Objective 3. So the cards that they're the cards that he got. So he's moved, tapped a little squad forward and then ran. So he's securing that one. The Dreadnought ran as well just to support them. The Land Raiders moved forward. The Rhino behind us just keeping protected behind there. In the shooting phase, the Land Raider was out of range. Psychic phase, sorry, these guys used levitation and moved 12 inches up to there. Not a bad power. Thunderfire cannon shot over at the Wraith Knight and did a subterranean blast. And they all missed. That's where the blast marker that they all went. The scouts fired through, caused a rending hit and a normal hit, and he passed both of them. Took one wound off from the Thunderfire. Took one wound off from the las cannons over here. Auto cannon shot and didn't damage him. And this Rhino over here is just pivoted across. So 1 point to the Ultramarine so far for the Supremacy card. So Eldar is still holding strong. No casualties, just one wound on the Wraith Knight, but he's soaking up them wounds. So we'll come back after Eldar turn 1, where we'll see what damage that we can do in response. See what cards that we get. So we'll be back after Eldar turn 1. Right, we're back after the Eldar turn 1. Okay, so these Guardians have stayed where they are. Shot up in the shooting phase at the Land Raider and missed. These guys have shuffled forward, shot through at the Land Raider and missed. So hopefully that's the last of the old Lance curse, because I've got ones to hit. Avatars moved and battle focused and just moved forward, just still keeping within the 12 inches to give these feelers. Wraith Knights jumped up and over. Attempted to assault into the Land Raider and rolled a 5. Hasn't shot at anything, because obviously you'd have to shoot at the Land Raider, which you can't destroy yet. It's taken a command and view so far. So these guys have just shuffled round. Couldn't penetrate the armor on the Predator, but it gives the Marines something else to shoot at, something to worry about. The Warlord and his unit have just turbo boosted right the way across, all the way across here, and cast invisibility on his own unit as well, so it'll be snapfire against his unit. Wraith Lord jumped out, shot through at the Rhino and wrecked it, hence the smoke coming from it, and the guys have just got out. These guys are just hanging back for now, just shuffled back a little bit just to keep them out of range, looking for any counters. So secure objectives. The objectives that I got was secure objective 1, 2, and 3. The only one I didn't get was secure objective 3, which is still over there. So it's so far it's 2-1. It's still early days. First blood still up for grabs. No units have been destroyed. So we'll come back after the Ultramarines turn 2, see what reserves that are going to come on. Right, we're back after the Ultramarines turn 2, moving and psychic and shooting. Flyer came on. He's the only reserve that did. Everyone else is still off. The Marines and the Dreadnought have just moved and ran, coming through the bushes, probably making their way towards Line Breaker or something. Got an assault to set off over here in a moment, which is the Marines Calgar and his Terminators against the Wraith Knight. Tried to shoot into the Wraith Knight with everything, took 2 wounds off in total, 1 wound from the Land Raider and 1 wound from the... Actually no, sorry, it was 2 wounds from the Land Raider. The sniper shot over as well and did abysmal. Flyer came on, shot down at the Guardians, took out 4 with the Feelers because they were within the range of the Avatar. And the rest of the shots came down from the Thunderfire Cannon, took 1 wound with the Subterranean Blast on this guy. The Wraith Lord's gone, so First Blood was awarded to Graham. That came from the firepower coming over from the Predator. The other Predator, Annihilator, the Destructor with the autocannon, shot over at the jet bikes, but they've jinked. So doing the 2+ jinks with the hollow fields over there as well. These guys shot everything in, but onto this unit here, took the Farseer down to 1 wound. They were hitting on 6s, got lucky shot through. So we've got a couple of assault. We've got 1 assault to set off here as well. So do you want? We've got the assault for these guys shooting into the Wraith Knight. So the Wraith Knight is going to fire on Overwatch. I'm going to do this on camera. So he's going to fire the shots from his scatter laser because he can't fire a sun cannon. Okay, so it gets 1-6, which is down here. Okay, and wounding on 2s. So 1 wound and a 2+ armor save on the Terminators.
Yep.
Which he passed. Okay, so at the minimum you need 2. Double 1. Sorry. No, double 1 always fails.
Oh yes. All right.
So rolls a double 1, so he doesn't get in. Okay, so not very good news for that. No more assaults to set off. That was a very bad look for the Space Marines there. A double 1 of all things. Shame we don't have fleet. Okay, so points wise, Graham secured objective 3 over here. He wouldn't have, but very smart shooting from here reduced back this line because otherwise I would have secured the objective. So we've got 1 point for there, 1 point over there, and First Blood. So 3 points to the Ultramarines. So we'll come back after Eldar turn 2, see what reserves come on as well. So we'll be back in a moment. Right, we're back after Eldar turn 2. Reserves first is the Wave Serpent came on. Well, both of them, sorry. This has got the Fire Dragons in. The other one's outflanked over there. And everyone basically arrived on bar the flyer. So the the warp squad is deep struck perfectly without scattering there. So cards wise, I got secure objective 1, I got twice, so, which was over there where the wave serpent is, and I also got domination. So move these guys through to claim that objective and also battle focus them. These guys fired a random pot shot through and caused a glancing hit on the Land Raider, which was good. The avatars just slowly moving up and just keeping these under the influence of them. Wraith Knight just shuffled back a little bit. He's probably going to get assaulted, but he shuffled back, fired everything down, took 2 of the Honor Guard down, and the Librarian saved his wounds that he had to with the Sun Cannon. The Warwalkers were here, shot up and took out the Thunderfire Cannon and then battle focused back. The Warp Spider shot into the back of the Predator Annihilator and annihilated it. Annihilated the Annihilator. These cast invisibility on them again, just to keep them protected, so they covered that. So, and these all shot up, took out 6 of the Space Marines and they're fine over there. This Wave Serpent with the Scorpions in, they're still inside of it, but he just shot across and caused a glancing hit on the Predator Destructor. And got domination because we're holding that one there. Perfect precision strike there as well, got that one. Holding that one. Objective secured for the Guardians, got them there. The jet bike squadron that came on from reserve turbo boosted and claiming that. And these battle focus and claimed that as well. So we all together in that round, we got 2 points for secure objective 1 twice. And then we got 4 points, so we got 6 all together in that round. The current scores is Eldar 8, Space Marines 4. So at the moment we're doubling the Space Marines score. So and one last thing, the Wraith Knight failed to reach into assault there. I was trying to get into assault, but we'll come back after Space Marines turn 3 and see what reserves are going to come on this time round as well.
Any of them.
Right, we're back after Ultramarines turn 3. The Flyers arrived, the other one. The Land Speeder arrived, attempted to deep strike down here, mishapped off the board, and so it's just gone into delayed, so ongoing reserves. This Flyer is actually on this level up here, but because of the base, obviously it would fall over. So movement wise, I just pivoted the Land Raider around, moved the Dreadnought in to intercept them. These have just shuffled through. Everyone else, these have just disembarked. These have moved up and they've moved up. Shooting wise, a lot of firepower coming in. These guys have shot into the tactical squad, and the other Flyer came, shot down at these, but because of shrouding, one took out 3, I believe, 3 or 4. Yeah. They're within the fearless range anyway, so they're fine. These have shot into the Guardians, didn't do any damage. The Land Raider and the Dreadnought shot into this squad and reduced it down to 1. He's past morale. The combined firepower of the Rhino, this squad, the Predator Destructor, and this squad here into the Warp Squad is reduced him down to 1. He's past his leadership. These have shot across at the Wraith Knight and took it down to 1 wound. And obviously this Flyer here was probably the star of this round. Shot down, took out 2 of the Warwalkers, so it's reduced a lot of firepower. Graham's just got a couple of assaults to set off as well, so we're going to roll them on camera. So we've got the Dreadnought assaulting into the jet bike here. Can overwatch, but you won't be able to damage them, so you might as well just roll your charge distance.
3 for 5.
So 5, yep, he's in. Okay, and obviously over here, the Terminators with Manius are going to be assaulting into...
Yep, they're in.
Okay, so I'm going to do Overwatch there. So, just with the scatter laser. So hit on 6s. Okay, so I got 1 hit. And obviously wound on 2s. I get a 1, so no wounds. So assault's over here and assault's over there. So do you want to do your Hammer of Wrath?
No, these ones.
Oh yes, there's the assault over here as well. So them guys are assaulting into the Guardians, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do Overwatch for them. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so 10 shootings. Rapid fire. Sorry, not rapid fire. They get 2 shots in. See what I'm not talking about. Hitman 6s. Not a single one. So charge distance, and you only need all you really need is not a double one.
Yep.
Okay, so they're in as well. We'll move on to Eldar turn 3. Right, so we're back just after Space Marine end turn 3. Assault moves and everything done. Combat all resolved. So over here, the Warlock decided to challenge the Librarian and failed. Took out the Librarian, took him out, and these wounds overspilled onto the Guardians. The Guardians took out in combat, took out the Honor Guard, which I was over the moon with. But they're fearless because they're in range of the Avatar. Over here, the Wraith Knight took out one of the Storm Shield Terminators. The Thunderhammers dealt no damage back, and obviously over to Marneus, and Marneus failed to do any damage, so ongoing combat over there. So that's everything done. So we'll come back after Eldar turn 3, see what reserves are coming on, see if the flyer arrives on and everything as well. Okay. Right, we're back after Eldar moving, psychic and shooting, just before we go on to the assault phase. Cards that I got were behind enemy lines, psychological warfare, and to secure objective 2 over there. So moving, just shuffle everyone up. These guys are just moving around just so that they're still within range of the Avatar. Avatar's moved closer, he's going to join in the fight over here. Flyers came on, come over there. The Wave Serpents have just moved up along with these guys just to support everyone. A lot of vehicles over this end. Shooting. As you can see, obviously the Predator's still burning away over there. Shot down, amazing firepower from this. The scatter laser brought it down. So there's one fire down there. These guys have shot up and took out a couple of Space Marines over there. And the Crimson Hunter XR came on, Vectodance shot, absolute perfect precision strike in there. Took down, crash and burned. So it's just flies burning away in the cinders of the forest there, which the Eldar, to their delight, can see the wreckage of the Space Marines burning away, which is marvellous. So we're just about to go into the assault phase here. So this assault will be continuing. Wraith Knight, I'm going to see if the Avatar can get in combat as well. So I might as well roll that on camera as well, to be honest. I reckon that we only need about 3 inches for. So yeah, on 4 he's definitely in, so the Avatar's made it into combat to join the Wraith Knight. And that is all the assault moves to be done. So we'll come back after the end of Eldar turn 3. Right, we're back after Eldar turn 3, which is quite devastating. This is just the assaults that I was saying about. So the Avatar's joined in, as you can see. The only one left standing is Marneus Calgar. Chapter Master is on his own with 3 wounds. Can he survive the onslaught? It's pretty tough, but he's got a Wraith Knight and an Avatar to deal with, and obviously in the next edition this won't be possible because there's 2 Lord of Wars there. Over here, the Librarian killed one of the Guardians, but they're within range of the Avatar, so he's fine. And that's all the assaults done. Points wise, I got 1 for being behind enemy lines with the Warp Spider that's just round here, just hiding on the back. I made him fail a morale check, which because Marneus is on the table, he shouldn't have done so. But it's already done, so a point there. And the other point that I got was for securing objective 2. So that's 3 points altogether. So scores at the moment on the boards are the Eldar 11 and Space Marines 4. So, but the Space Marines are not out of it. They've still got a lot of firepower on the board, and they've also got some reinforcements because the Land Speeder and the Deep Striking Terminators will have to come in and help out. But we'll be back after Space Marines turn 4. Right, we're just joining in on this assault phase at the moment for Graham's turn. Avatars took 1 wound off Marnius, and he passed his others. So we've got an important roll here because the Wraith Knight's done no damage, and Marnius has got his attacks to roll up. So how many attacks is hitting on 3s?
4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Rerolling them
on 5s.
Yep.
Nope. 2 attacks.
Okay, so 2s.
That's strength 8.
Oh, sorry, 4. 4s to wound, sorry, because it's toughness 8.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh.
Nothing. Oh, this raging on. Look at him, he's got sweat coming off his brows. But that contest rages on, and with Marnius' ability, he can choose to pass or fail morale. I presume he's going to just pass.
Yeah, he's going to pass.
Okay, so that's end of combat. Combat over here was the Dreadnought and then rushed in. Dreadnought, Hammer of Wrath didn't do anything. It's drawn combat over there. Took the Warlock the Sergeant challenged the Warlock, and the Warlock killed him in revenge for the one that failed over here. Oh, we need to do combat over here as well.
Oh,
so
yes,
the 3 Guardians, I'll roll them on camera. They go first, it's unwieldy, and these will be rolling to hit on 4s. Okay, so we got 2 hits, winning on 4s. So we've got 1, 2 plus armor save.
Survived.
Which survives, okay, so you could potentially kill these out. So 3 attacks from the Librarian, hitting on 4s. 1, killing on 2s.
1 dead.
Yeah, 1 dead. But within range of the Avatar with the 12-inch bubble, so fearless, so that's no problem. Okay, so we'll come back after the end of Eldar turn 4. Right, we're back after the Eldar turn 4, quite a successful one in some respects. The flyers come down, and Vector Danston blew the Land Raider apart. The Land Speeder apart. No, sorry, he didn't. Apologies, he shot down, took out 2 of the Terminators. Firepower from the Wave Serpent was what took out the Land Speeder. The assaults down here was won by the Librarian, and he's consolidated. As you can see, Marnius Kaldar has been defeated, so Slay the Warlord to the Eldar. They've just consolidated. Over here, the Guardian squad was wiped out, apart from the Warlock. He's on his own, so we need to hopefully rally him. If we can get the Avatar down, but you know, otherwise it's going to run off the board. See what we do with him. These have just moved across. They've cast invisibility on themselves, so they're protected for now, but they failed to get into the combat because they were going to try and join in. Scorpions have disembarked, shot the pistols and took this squad out here. The Wave Serpent has moved in front. From no point the firepower from that will take it out because he's dropped a shield to take out the squads, the scout squad that was in there. And the Viper Squadron shot through and finished off the remaining squad as well. So we've got 3 points in that one because we've got Assassinate for a character, which was Marnius, and we got a Sergeant over here, but we didn't get 3, so we didn't get D3. We've got D3 points, however, for taking out 3 units in the shooting phase, and I've discarded Secure Objective 4 for now and see if we can get some better results. So we'll come back after Space Marine turn 5. Right, we're back after Ultramarines turn 5. Quite good for the Marines. Shot down the Crimson Hunter and got to Scour the Skies, which is good. These guys shot and killed the Warlock. The Librarians joined the last remaining Terminators and shot up and took 1 wound off the Avatar. No damage dealt with the Wraith Knight. couple of pot shots coming over from the Rhino at the Farseer squad, but he's fine. This squad over here fired through and killed 3 Striker Scorpions. The Predator shot at the Wave Serpent, he jinked all of them, and that is everything, all the shooting done. So we're just going to roll off the assaults, the charges. So Graham is going to charge into these. They're going to go for the Wraith Knight, the Avatar. Did you say? Okay, I'm going to Overwatch with his metal weapon. So 6. Okay, 3 doesn't do anything. So charge distance.
3, 4,
okay,
5.
yep. 5 inches. Yeah, they should be in. Yep. Okay, so they're in. Okay, so might as well do these attacks on camera. So Avatar will be going first for the higher initiative. So initiative 10 and weapon skill 10. So he's hitting on 3s. Okay, quite good round. Just missed the 1. And running on 2s. Monstrous creature. Okay, 4 wounds.
4 wounds. 2 plus on me.
No, it's your invulnerables. AP 2.
5 plus. 1, 2, 3 die.
So 3 Terminators down.
And I won't take a wound on the Librarian.
Okay, so Librarian's down to 1 wound. And the Librarian's, the Terminator's squad's back, so the Librarian.
Right, this is from the Terminator Sergeant. Hitting on weapon skill.
Sorry?
Weapon skill, what's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 10, so you're hitting on 6s.
Nope, nothing.
Okay, nothing.
Librarian,
weapon skill 5 against weapon skill 10. Hitting on 6s.
Yep, 1 hit.
1 hit.
Toughness.
And yours, toughness 6. Strength 4.
What's the polar?
No, strength 8, sorry, so you're running on 2s.
Strength 8, 2s. Nope, nothing.
Okay, so on a 1, so I win combat.
Leadership 10.
You lose by...
Yeah, so I've got to take leadership this time.
Yeah, leadership
10. 6, 7, 8, I'll pass. Huh? I'll pass.
Okay, so past leadership, so locked in combat over here. And that is the end of the assault phase for Space Marines turn 5. So we'll come back after the Eldar turn 5, which could potentially be the end of the game. Points wise, Graham got Scour the Skies in that turn.
Objective 5. And objective 6.
And secure objective 6.
Yep, so I've got objective 6.
Objective 6 over there.
Objective 5.
And objective, so 3 points scored in that round. So we'll come back after the Eldar turn 5. Right, we're back after Eldar turn 5. A lot of devastation. So what's happened is over here we assaults challenged the Terminator Sergeant and killed him outright with the Avatar. John lost combat here, but Graham won the roll off for the initiative test, so he's just consolidated. Avatar assaulted the Land Raider and blew it up. And the Fire Dragons hopped out, blew up the Rhino. Guys got out and combined firepower from these and the Scorpions, and then the eventual charge from the Scorpions has wiped them out. Both that Wave Serpent and this Wave Serpent shot through, took out the Predator Destructor, and everyone else is just happily sitting here. So end of turn 5, we're going to see if it continues. On a roll of 1 or 2, it finishes. So on a 3, it goes to turn 6. So we will come back after Space Marine turn 6. Right, we're at the precipice of the end of turn 6 for Space Marines. So cards that Graham drew was secure objective 5, which these 2 guys are holding, and they've shot through to the Warlord to try and whittle them down. As you can see, he's in combat at the moment. There was secure objective 3, which the librarian is securing. And there was also secure objective 6, which obviously no one is there. Shooting, like I said, just a couple of pot shots towards the warlord, but he was fine. Currently in combat at the moment, the Farseer has dealt out 2 hull points on the Ironclad. Ironclad has hit back and caused 1 wound. So it all comes down to this. If I fail this 4+ invulnerable, the warlord is dead. On a 1, the Farseer is slain. He's crushed by the seismic hammer. So slay the warlord for the Space Marines, and no doubt he will consolidate.
Yeah.
So where are you consolidating? Might as well finish the turn off now.
5
So he's
inches.
consolidating 5. Probably going to try and go for the avatar or back his friend up. Okay, so it's consolidation's done. So we will come back after the Eldar turn at 6. See if we can wipe these guys out. Right, we're at the end of Eldar turn 6 and also the end of the game. Because it's come down to a wipeout. The Eldar have cleansed this maiden world of the Imperial presence. So the Wraith Knight jumped over and shot his sun cannon and took these 2 remaining Marines. And the Avatar moved forward, shot his melter weapon, took out the Dreadnought, and then assaulted the Librarian and took the Librarian out. And that is everything gone. So points don't really matter, but the scores on the doors at this point would be 14 then, and obviously 1 for Linebreaker over there. So it would be 15 to 8. But obviously with it being a wipeout, we've completely wiped them out. So we've cleansed. So the Eldar can once again move on and try and reclaim their lost empire. Just devastation all around.
Oh yeah, no worries.
So that was the last game with the current codex. So as we move ahead and tactics change and see what new things that the Eldar can do, apart from obviously the obvious things that have been on the internet. But
okay, no worries.
thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in next time. Check out the channel as well for more battle reports featuring the Eldar, the Space Marines. We've got Tyranids on there. And obviously we've got some tower reports as well. But check out the channel. It's Hailcon117. And thanks for watching and tune in next time.